There's a large pipeline being proposed for 34 kilometers across our land, and that project is broken into pieces. If you look at the top end of it, there's over 6,200 fracked wellhead sites that is being proposed to feed the pipeline, which is on a collision course with our land, and then a terminal site and a lot of tanker traffic down the other end. So it is one huge mega project that we are standing in front of, and we continuously need people from all around the world to continue to support us. We couldn't have accomplished what we have without everybody's support behind us. The Canadian government has been oppressing the Gitxsan Nation for generations now. We've been held hostage to a treaty process that we've never signed up for. Now the pipelines are being proposed to come through, and they are not consulting with the rights holders. And we have drawn the line. We've had enough of being pushed aside and pushed around by the Canadian government. We have put up a gate across the only road access into our territory, and we've started building houses and smokehouses, a lot of infrastructure on the land. We're going to continue to do so. We will be running all kinds of youth programs. We've already started with the salmon preservation program, the moose hunting and preservation program, the trapping, training, all types of programs to connect youth back to the land and live as our ancestors once have.
The first thing that we end up having to start with is just fresh coffee. We have so many of the berry pickers that'll come through, some of them quite early, 7:30, and you start hearing the calls. When we have the gate closed, it means we have to go and unlock it every time, so we're up at that time with the gate closed. When it's open, we're in the middle of the berry season, so it's like a highway out here. You get about 25, 30 cars at least going up, full of people to do their berry picking. Some will stop in, some have come day after day to get their berries, and there's a few that just camp. So they'll bring their campers up and they'll stay up there doing their berries right out on the fields. Some of them will tell you the time that they expect to come back, and usually it's never that time. They always stay longer. We sort of make sure that we have stuff ready. If it's a hot out, we have the iced tea, or if it's cooler, we have coffee for them, and we'll put soup on and have some salmon on the barbecue, and they can stop by and have a bite to eat, because most of them will have a longer drive to get home. So the big thing is we're using the land. We want it to be used in every way, and for us, building the camp was a big step forward to bringing people together, and getting people away from their computers and their phones and everything, getting back and being outdoors. So yeah, it's a nice step in the right direction.
So Richie's coming up with more fish?
He's coming up with, he guesstimated maybe 50.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And he soaked them overnight?
He would have soaked, if he got the fish yesterday,
Yeah.
he put them in water.
Nice.
And left them in the truck.
Oh, okay.
Overnight.
Good, and then we'll have something to do when he gets back out here.
And then we'll be able to immediately start on that. We have the cases for fresh if we need. We've got lots of cases.
Yeah. So some of my zoles are ready to start cutting and put in a jar?
The ones over here.
On this side?
Yeah. Like you can see the darkness, this one for sure.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah. That one probably. These ones are really close.
Okay, well maybe once we get these ones down, I could take those and move them over here.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, eh? Is you can do anything you want, and it's just awesome. I love
Yeah.
it up here.
This is
Smokehouse.
your little half ones, or these ones
These
too?
are two little half ones.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
There's one
These
here.
are my half ones, and these are the marks.
Oh, okay.
This pole here and this pole here are the marks,
And these
and these ones here are the
Marks.
marks, and the ones over there, where that pole was going through the middle, those on that side are ours,
okay.
and these ones are ours,
Yeah.
and those are all their hooks.
You could probably get a few jars out of the ones that are ready.
The quartz,
Yeah.
okay. I'll let
One or two, I think.
Good.
Yeah. And then these ones over here, it's still a little thick.
Okay, well maybe I could take those.
And then just replace it. But
Yeah.
these ones are thin, so you can feel that these are much different than it.
Wow, that's just
Yeah.
rich with oil, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that oil. Look at that, eh?
There was the glimmering
Yeah.
when I had the light on. It looked like this was a spark from the flame. I was like, did somebody drop it? And then I came over and it's just the oil glistening off the light.
Beautiful.
Often we're waiting for the fish. We bring it in from Cedar Creek, it's a good 40 minutes away. But the reason we do that is because we have the facilities to easily do a lot of fish with a lot of people and bringing them together, sort of as a community, as opposed to going to individual houses and dropping off fish as we did in the past years. Everybody would be at home doing their own, whereas this, it sort of brings family together and house members, and it really works that way. We supply the propane and the burners and the fish. They just have to come out and be willing to work with it, and sometimes we have too much fish. Most times we don't. We run out.
Because the main thing is what you're evening it out so it smokes evenly. Beautiful.
So you just measure along the jar?
You do. Now there's a lot of this stuff I find is really thin.
Okay.
I often take off just the thin part,
The
and
edge.
sometimes if there's any along the side, there isn't on this one.
Okay.
Just because there's no real meat on here,
Yeah,
and you just want the nice meat.
yeah.
So we end up taking off just the part that we don't need. You have to plan ahead a few days in advance to make sure that you have the propane for the jarring of the fish, the gas for the generator, food. Most times it's fish. We're lucky to get a break from that, but we always have fish, and that's a good source of food to feed a large number of people at a low cost. I mean, we have abundance of it, and the neat thing is different people prepare it, so you're getting different recipes of the same kind of thing, and you sometimes you like it, sometimes you love it, and it really works out. So the camp maintenance is a big thing. and it's a daily thing. So when you're jarring the fish, usually we'll start around 10 to noon, but when you turn off the last of the pressure cookers and the burners, it could be well into the early morning, whether it's 2 or the very latest we've turned some off is 6 a.m. and you get a few hours sleep and you start it all over again.
Madii Lii is the name of a mountain. It's along the Babine Trail, which goes from Fort Babine down to Hazelton, where the old paddle wheel used to come up, and it was used for trading. It's like an old grease trading trail. It's been there for thousands of years. It connects community to community with the indigenous groups, and that is also one of the projects we are going to be doing, is opening up the Babine Trail this summer for youth to learn about cultural heritage resources, culturally modified trees, trail beds, cache pits, all that type of stuff.
This isn't cold. Hey, look at that one.
Yeah. I thought he went this way.
Maybe he's in the other tub bed.
Yeah, I can't see nothing. Whoa, look at that one. Sure big.
You want it to get up to heat? So there we go there.
Nice, thank you. Good stuff, pal. And this tank is okay right sitting where it's at?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
I would probably put it just right here, because if you're sitting, all you have to do is reach down and...
okay.
No.
I'm gonna go get my watch now. Oh,
You
you're
gotta
gonna be
wait till
here,
it
eh?
to get to 15.
Okay,
Once it gets 15, then you can start the timer.
okay.
But that's the easiest one to control.
Cool, thank you, yeah. And open is to the right, to the left, and close is
Yeah,
to the right.
just if you forget, just turn it a little bit, and if you see the flame go up or go down.
Okay,
That's the easiest way, just if you forget.
all right. Beauty, and that's on 15.
The little dancer.
Yeah. And these are hour and 45? Or
90 minutes, hour and a half.
hour and a half still?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And we have it open right now because of the berry picking, but it will be closed. And it will be regulated.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Basically, it's a learning.
I'm not that good with these tongs. Not as good as Ben.
So, yeah.
We have always claimed that this land is ours, and that predates the Canada's birthday and the province of British Columbia's birthday by thousands of years. We will never say that we do not own the land. And in building Madii Lii, there's so many things that drive our house members, which is made up of multiple families within a nation. There's many things that keep us apart. Work, providing for the family, jobs, and Madii Lii has created an atmosphere to actually bring us all back together and connect us to the land. The government is in such a hurry to strip us of our rights and our title, our ownership of the land. We have to fight for the survival of our culture and our people. And the only way we can really do that is to come out and reoccupy the land and control the land and resources from here in. And we will play a large part in determining how the land is going to be used and for what in the future.